The movie's setting is in the year 1172, in the region that is now the northwestern provinces of China, previously known as the Tangut Kingdom, ruled by the Tangut dynasty. In this area, there were various Mongolian tribes governed by leaders known as Khans. The Mongol world lacked strict regulations, and there was a pressing need for a supreme Khan to guide and unify the people. Yasugai leads a small tribe in the western region. He, along with his men and 9-year-old son Temujin, embarks on a journey to find a suitable wife for his son. During a stop at a friend's tribe for the night, Temujin, Yasugai's son, is approached by a girl named Bort, who confidently suggests that Temujin should marry her. While Temujin's father initially intends for him to wed someone from a more powerful tribe for political reasons, upon Temujin's insistence, Yasugai agrees to let him choose a bride from their friend's tribe instead. Before selecting a bride, Temujin is advised to find one with sturdy legs because it's believed that only a woman with strong legs can keep her husband content. Following this advice, Temujin chooses Bort as his bride. Before departing, Temujin assures Bort of his prompt return and presents her with a necklace as a token to remember him by. While journeying back to their village, Yasugai and his men take a break near an inn, remaining vigilant as the leader of a rival tribe and his men are nearby. Suddenly, the rival leader sends over a bowl of milk as a peace offering. In return, Yasugai reciprocates with a bowl of juice. Yasugai's advisor suggests that they have the servant taste the milk first, as they cannot trust their enemies. However, Yasugai, determined to seize the chance for peace, drinks the milk himself. Shortly afterward, Yasugai falls ill and dies, indicating that the rivals exploited his kindness by poisoning him. Devastated, Temujin turns to his father's followers for support, but they show little concern. Yasugai possessed considerable wealth in cattle and properties, which are seized by his trusted aide, Targatai. Temujin's mother curses Targatai, predicting that her son will one day avenge his father's death. Targatai resolves to eliminate Temujin. However, they measure his height, which falls short of the upper part of a cartwheel. According to Mongol traditions, children are not killed, which is why Temujin's life is spared. When winter arrives, Temujin finds himself with nowhere to hide. He heads to the sacred mountain seeking refuge. Along the way, he falls into a frozen lake and is rescued by a boy named Jamuka, along with his younger brother. Grateful for their help, Temujin offers to become blood brothers with Jamuka, sealing their bond by mixing their blood with milk and drinking it. The next morning, they encounter Targatai and his men, still searching for Temujin to kill him. They capture Temujin and bring him back to their tribe. However, Temujin's height hasn't increased much, so he remains a captive, cared for by a kind old man who tends to his injuries. Despite the old man's assistance, Temujin's height remains unchanged when measured again after a few days. During a rainstorm, the old man seizes the chance to free Temujin. Temujin flees with a wooden restraint around his neck, seeking refuge in the mountains and praying to God Tingri for aid. There, he witnesses a white wolf beside a monument of God, and miraculously, the wooden restraint breaks. The scene shifts to 1186, where Temujin is now an adult still evading capture by Targatai and his men. After years of pursuit, they manage to apprehend him again and confine him in a similar wooden restraint. This time, however, Temujin has grown enough to match the height reference, reducing his chances of survival. Targatai desires to witness Temujin beg for his life, but Temujin, being a proud man, refuses to comply. The elderly man who aided Temujin in the past now pleads with him to spare his life. As darkness falls, Targatai taunts Temujin, taking advantage of everyone else being occupied. Seizing the opportunity, Temujin attacks and ultimately kills Targatai with a wooden plane before fleeing the village, securing his safety once again. Now prepared to reclaim his tribe and ascend to the position of Khan, Temujin must first bring his bride home. Returning to his in-laws' tribe for the first time since childhood, he encounters Bort, now a strong and beautiful woman. With a dowry in hand, Temujin brings Bort to meet his mother and sister, where they are warmly welcomed after years apart, living blissfully for the following month. However, their happiness is short-lived when they are attacked by the Merkit tribe, seeking vengeance for Temujin's father's actions. Temujin is injured, and Bort is abducted to become the wife of the rival Khan. Determined to rescue his wife, Temujin seeks the assistance of his old blood brother, Jamuka. Jamuka, now a powerful tribe leader, agrees to help after a year due to prior commitments. Together, they launch an assault on the Merkit tribe, slaughtering their men and rescuing Bort, who has already taken a life in defense. Temujin claims the child as his own and returns with Bort to celebrate their victory. Over time, Temujin gains a loyal following, distributing wealth among his people and earning the allegiance of those who witness his just leadership. Jamuka feels betrayed by what has happened, though he can't do anything about it. In a later scene, Temujin's soldiers accidentally kill a man who was trying to steal their horses. This man turns out to be Jamuka's younger brother. After this incident, Jamuka decides to seek revenge on Temujin, forgetting their blood ties. He joins forces with another tribe to attack Temujin's tribe, even though he knows they are outnumbered. Despite being caught in the end, Jamuka still calls Temujin his brother and offers him mercy. Instead of killing him, Jamuka sells him into slavery. Temujin and his men are then displayed for sale in the market. A high-ranking official from the Tangut dynasty shows interest in buying Temujin, but his advisor, Monk, believes Temujin isn't suited for slavery. Despite this, Temujin is purchased and kept in a cage as a spectacle. Monk visits him daily, seeking forgiveness. He strikes a deal with Temujin that if he helps find Bort, Temujin won't harm the monastery when the time comes. While searching for Bort, Monk dies, but Bort finds him and realizes Temujin is alive. She helps him escape, and they return home to their family. Temujin learns that Bort had to be with another man to support their children, but he still loves her deeply. However, her comment about all Mongols being the same deeply affects Temujin. Temujin decides to leave his family to unite the tribes and establish his rule over the Mongols, even if it means fighting and killing many tribes. He sets 3 rules: never harm women and children, fight enemies to the end, and never betray one's leader. By 1196, Temujin has gathered a large army and faces Jamuka in a final battle. Despite initial losses, Temujin's strategy prevails, and he captures Jamuka. Rather than kill them, Temujin accepts Jamuka's troops into his own, earning their loyalty. The old man who once aided Temujin is made the tribe's advisor. Eventually, Temujin forgives Jamuka and lets him go. Bort reunites with Temujin, and they live happily together. In 1206, Temujin fulfills his promise and becomes Genghis Khan, uniting the Mongols and creating a vast empire. He honors Monk's request to spare the monastery, becoming the founder of the Mongol Empire, the largest in history. Please turn on alerts, like, and subscribe for more videos similar to this one. Thank you for watching.